Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and we are back with Marvel's Avengers, and this is probably going to be a short video because all this is they added the new character. As you can see here, they have added Jane Foster, the newest Avenger to join the team, and if you want to know how she even got here, which I've already watched, they showed a trailer where basically, in her world, she was part of an Avengers team, and then basically she had to work with Loki to take down a mad-driven Odin son who Loki stabbed in the back, and then before Loki could collect on her debt, she got sucked into a portal, and basically that's how she ended up in this world. So yeah, so that's their explanation, and yeah. And overall, of what I've been playing of her, I like her so far. Again, like a lot of people said, she's just basically female Thor, but she does have some slight changes, which I will probably go into a boss fight and show it off. But before we do that, I've been saving this to do, which is I still need to pick up Mjolnir in her room and see what happens. I didn't want to see what happens because I wasn't sure if anything, some cutscene might start or something, but we'll see. Yeah. But before we do that, I want to pet Lucky here, see what happens. I didn't see what happens if you do that. And I want to see, some of the conversations between her and Thor, or at least the first conversation.
You don't know it, but you have the best friend named Thori in my universe. This thieves, you too.
Huh. That's cute. Alright. I mean, overall, I like her costume. I like the mask. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I like the look of her. Alright, so what does she have to say to Thor? If he will speak.
Hello, Thor.
Hello, Thor.
Have you noticed any larger differences in our timelines? Besides the obvious.
So many. For one, your dog isn't in this one.
I have a dog.
His name is Thori. Because you are terrible at names.
I love dogs.
Okay, that's the one conversation I start with, huh? Okay, this is my first time ever talking to Thor, and we get that. I like how it connects to the one with Lucky, oh, we have a dog named Thori. And I kind of like that extends into oh, Thor named the dog. Alright, let me see if I can get one more conversation, then we're going to go interact with Mjolnir in his room. Hey, you might have noticed a big skip. I tried to get another conversation with Thor, but it wouldn't activate, so screw it. Let's just go pick up Mjolnir. Again, like I said, this is going to probably be a very short video. I'm probably just going to play a mission just to show off how she plays, and then probably just listen to her audio files that I get after I do this, I guess. So let's see.
Careless of Odinson to leave you here alone.
I'll say I figured she could pick it up, because even though it's not her Mjolnir, she would be able to use it. She's like, yep. Oh, here we go. Yep, a cutscene starts. Oh, is it about to show what I just explained, how she got here?
In my time.
Yep. Okay. Should know.
Has fallen. The gods said the end of days would cast the 10 realms into ice and darkness. Instead, it was fire and blood. Odinson never returned from Earth, and without his son to protect Asgard from outside influence, the All-Father went mad.
Way to go, Thor, you pussy. Not her, Thor. The boy. The boy.
Odin had locked the All-Mother away and declared those loyal to her as his enemy. And if he had to destroy Asgard to root out rebellion, so be it.
Oh my god. He's turning into Odin from God of War.
I was used to fighting battles.
I love the fact that there's a purple Hulk.
I was used to facing down darkness.
But her Avengers look so different compared to the ones we have.
To admit, I needed help. So, I made a deal with the last person in the 10 realms I would ever turn to.
Damn you, Tom Hiddleston.
My father always
My butt.
said, if a man can't smile without making you uneasy, That man is rotten to the core. But sometimes we
I
have
like
to
the
make
boom.
compromises. And
Jesus.
compromises have a price. I didn't want to pay, but you can't trick the god of mischief.
I think you could trick him pretty easily, actually. Look, he looks pretty tricked. Like, what? It. Oh my god! Whee! Who the f are you?
Well,
He smashes her face.
Avengers, follow me.
So yeah, that's the whole story. She basically made a dirty deal with Loki, and Loki was like, alright bitch, time to collect on that deal. But then, luckily she got sucked into this dimension, and that's it. So now, when you play multiplayer, it's like, oh, she's been here for months now. Like, she's so used to being an Avenger. Yeah, I was say, was that the whole thing? No, okay, I figured. Now we got, like, other stuff to do, which is defeat riot bots, yeah, the basic stuff, complete drop zones, complete threat sectors, which, yeah, I'll probably just do some drop zones by myself, and then, like, when I'm on, like, the last threat sector, I'll, like, show some gameplay, just so you can see what she looks like. And then I'm trying to think, should I, like... Because, yeah, this is the only story we're going to get. Again, they're doing the same thing like they did with Spider-Man, where it's like, oh, you get audio logs. I feel like, yeah, I'd rather just play through the game, and then I'll just, you know, I'll get them along the way. So, once I get it to, I need to do one more threat sector, I'll show some gameplay with her. So, be right back. Alright, we're back. So, yeah. Did all that. Just need to do this, and then that'll be done. And I mean, again, if the rest is just whatever. But again, I'm only doing this. I want to show this threat sector just to show off a bit of gameplay for Jane. And again, I just want to let you know, also, I did record some more clips with the other Avengers, so I'm thinking maybe at the end of the video, just to end it, I'll just, like, put some of their dialogue in there when I, like, finish making this video. But, yeah. So let's go do this. I mean, overall, like I said before, she plays just like Thor, except she has a different ult, and the way she hits sometimes is a bit different. As you can see, I always keep the same assault, though. Like, I prefer that. Though, again, that's a major difference thing, too. Like, when her thing is full, it's best to, like, throw the hammer as much as you can, because it creates shockwaves. And I need to check this with Thor, but there's a certain upgrade to where when I throw the hammer now, and when I call it to come back, it'll actively seek out a target, so then I'm constantly, like, hitting a target when it comes back, which I really like, because it kind of goes like do-do-do-do. Like, it kind of dashes. Like, let me see if I could show it off. Like, I throw it there. Yeah, see, it, like, went, like, all the way to the left there to come back, which I really do like. And then, of course, this is her ultimate ability, which I've upgraded to where ice shows up. But, yeah. So her ultimate's just Mjolnir flies around, and then I get this golden mace weapon, which apparently is called the All Weapon. Overall, I like it. I mean, again, at least it's different from Thor, where it's like, oh, he teleports, and then you just hit the button, and that's it. At least, like, with this one, it's like, oh, well, you're still fighting. And, like, you're doing extra damage as long as Mjolnir's flying around. Which I like. Overall, it's good. Simple, but effective, honestly. And some of the dialogue I've heard, like I said, I'll play at the end of this. It's interesting, like, some of the stuff she's talking about, like, talking about her Mjolnir, and, like, her having cancer and stuff. Like I said, I've always heard about that story, where, like, oh, in another world, Jane Foster gets, like, cancer, and she's dying. but then she becomes Thor, and Thor's powers help keep her alive, which is interesting. And again, I didn't know the detail though until I watched the trailer war table thing for this, that it's like, oh, well, the reason is because Thor became unworthy, so she eventually became worthy apparently, and then she got the powers, which is interesting. And it's weird they didn't include that detail in the cutscene though, but I already found this out. The reason for this, the reason she became Thor in her world, to connect this to the game, was apparently her Thor in her world was so depressed by A-Day that he just gave up being a hero, and so Jane Foster just eventually became worthy, and that's how she became Thor, because her Thor just gave up everything. And again, as we saw in the cutscene, he had like one arm. I wonder what happened. Like, I'm sure that's like a thing from the comics. Again, that's my knowledge of comics. I always watch the MCU movies, and I sometimes hear people talk about the comics, so that's all the knowledge I have about it, honestly. Come here. I can see, if you saw my screen earlier, as you could see, I've leveled her up quite a lot. And again, it's nice that the devs made it to where it's like, oh, it's quad week. So like, again, when I was leveling her up, I was like, wow, this is like fast. And it's like, oh, it's because they made it to where you could level up each character faster. I'm like, okay, that's nice. Like, that's a very nice way to start. So far, the complaint I have with her is she doesn't have many good costumes, honestly. Like, the one that I'd want to be wearing is, like, I guess the original looking from the comic. Because, again, this ain't her original look. This was made for the game. So let me see if I can show it real quick. Like, yeah, for her, this is, like, the only one I'd want to get. Like, but, I mean, you know, unfortunately, you gotta pay $900, and, you know, I'm stingy about the credits I have, so yeah. But, I mean, overall, this is a really cool look. And again, like I said, I think it's supposed to be like her original look from the comics, so yeah. Anyway, let us just continue just showing off. And like I said, probably after this, I'll probably just end the video. Well, actually, probably not end the video. I'll probably just go through the game by myself playing as Jane until I get all of her audio files. And then we'll end the video with just me listening to those, see what extra story details those may have, and that'll be it. But again, I just wanted to add this in here because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna make a video, I might as well have some gameplay in there. And again, I'll try to show this off. Like, let me see, find somebody. So like, I'm doing my normal attack here. I do, like, yeah, see, her normal attack, she throws the hammer constantly, which I like that detail, because again, not only does it count as, it doesn't just count as one hit, it counts as two. So like, it's like boom, 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 boom. So it's like she gets a little bit more extra damage compared to Thor. I remember before she even came out, somebody was complaining about how she looks. Honestly, she looks fine. Like, again, when I saw this outfit, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Again, I like the mask. The mask looks really cool. Though again, I would prefer the one that we saw in the marketplace, but overall, yeah, it's really cool. And again, as I've said every time playing this game, I know this ain't a great game. This ain't a good game, but you know, I play it as like a chill game. And I'm one of those people that, like, I don't mind leveling up characters, honestly. Like, I like taking the time to level them up. I mean, that's kind of like why I like playing those Kingdom Hearts games. I like the whole idea that as you continue, you get stronger and stronger. And like, you could really feel that with like each of the enemies you fight, which I really, really like. So yeah. Oh no, don't do that. Bye-bye. Doo-ba-doo. I'm here. But yeah, like I said, don't got much to say. Again, I got her like fully almost leveled up. Like the gear is all at 140. So now I gotta either start doing the claw missions or wait for events to happen to where I could earn, where I can just earn superior gear. Which again, that is kind of what I kind of prefer doing, honestly, just waiting for the events. Because again, like, my main goal is when I'm done with this game, it'll be when every character's probably leveled up. But again, I do have other games to get back to playing too, as well, for myself. Like, I still need to finish my new Game Plus run of Guardians. I'm trying to get all the trophies on that game. The only one I have to do is like the charge attack, which sucks. Seriously, it's so hard to shoot with Peter Quill's guns.
This is nothing.
Oh, hey, stop it. My hammer disappeared. There it is, back in my hand now. She lost Mjolnir? How could she just lose Mjolnir like that? Alright, trying to think what else to talk about. I will say, I guess I should be talking about the movie. Yeah, actually. I will say, what didn't I talk about? The movie. The fact that, in Love and Thunder, they're bringing female Thor into that. Though I'm curious, are they still doing the same story where she gets cancer? Or are they gonna just explain, oh, it's something different? I guess we'll see when the movie comes out. I remember my dad, he even told me, he's like, I want to go see it. Usually for each Marvel movie, we kind of just wait for it to come to Disney Plus now. Like Doctor Strange, like the new Doctor Strange. Though I saw it in theaters because my brother wanted me to go see it with him. I was like, alright, yeah, sure. Even though I didn't really want to, but yeah. And again, like I said, a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. Again, for me, story, villain wasn't really that great, but there were still some fun shots. Like, again, you could tell there were a lot of fun Sam Raimi shots in there, which I really did enjoy watching. But it could have been better, honestly. But I mean, overall, it was whatever. I mean, if I had to pick a multiverse movie that they did, obviously, just like anybody else said, Spider-Man. Spider-Man was the best, which I really did enjoy. Even if it had like some stuff like, wait, how would this and that happen? Like some people like said, like, now that I thought about it, like, how does Doc Ock know that Norman Osborn was the Green Goblin? Like, it was supposed to be only like the Butler and Spider-Man knew that. Only a select few people were supposed to know that, and nobody else. Though again, my explanation, I would say, is, well, there are the same characters from the movies we've seen, but just maybe from a slightly different universe. Like, say, everything that happened in those movies still happened the exact same way, but there's one tiny detail that was different, which was the people found out Osborn was the Green Goblin. Like, again, you gotta think about the multiverse in that kind of way. Like, there are so many universes where the exact same thing probably happens with just the slightest detail of change. We always focus on the one universes where it's like, oh, look at this mega big change. We never think about there's still technically trillions of universes where the exact same thing is happening. Like, there's probably a universe, like many universes, where I'm having this exact same conversation. Or there might be one where I never even talked about this conversation at all. That's how big and mass the multiverse is. Which I would really love it if the multiverse is real. I believe in it. It's so crazy. I'd say it's like more crazy than time travel. Like, I prefer multiverse stuff over time travel. Which I still need to see everything everywhere all at once. I heard that's good. I know nothing about it. I think I've heard little details, but not that I really remember. Like, whenever I hear details about something that I want to see, and I don't want to know anything, I try to, like, forget it, and I just go, oh, okay. So, yeah. Like I said, hopefully that'll come to streaming or DVD or something, and I want to watch that. Still waiting to watch Shin Ultraman, though. Again, sucks coming out in Canada first. It's like, really? Like, I want to see it. But nope, if I had to go see it, I'd have to go to Canada, and that's not gonna happen, so just gotta wait longer until until I can go see it. But until then, I'll just keep playing games. Though I am still job hunting too. Called both WFMJ and WKBN. They still never called me back, so I'm gonna start looking for a different job opportunity. Something that probably doesn't match what I like to do, because again, I'm looking for a job where I can edit and work on videos. Like, I enjoy making these kind of videos. Like, again, there's no effort in when I live stream. I just like the live stream because I enjoy just, you know, trying to bring some entertainment to anybody who likes to watch. And then these videos I like to, you know, as you've seen, like when I said we'll be right back, as you saw, I sprinkled in some like extra clips that I showed. So yeah. As I talk, I don't know what order of the clips I put in, but yeah. Like, again, my favorite videos I've done, which I'll be sure to put in the cards, I did 2 Spider-Man videos for the games where I put the Japanese theme song. And I really enjoyed making those videos, which is why I'm looking forward when Spider-Man 2 comes out. I'm going to play through the game and then I'm going to make a video. I really, really enjoyed making those. And I'm also working on another video that's similar to that, but on a different game franchise, which you'll see when I eventually get it done and uploaded. But I just started, so that's going to take a lot of time. Again, I have like so many projects I still want to do. Like, if you haven't seen it, I've done a few stop motion films, like Heroes vs. Villains. I'm currently working on like a project that, which I haven't been working on a lot, but I need to get back to work on. I've just been distracted by making this video and like my Ultraman videos, which I really enjoy making those, like just with the Blue Skies videos. Those are always really fun to make. And again, I'm looking forward to July, because this July, Ultraman Decker is going to be coming out on YouTube. And because I'm all caught up on the whole Ultra series, I've watched, I think, almost every movie, other than, you know, like some recap movies. But, like, I've watched every, like, mainline movie. I've watched all the shows. I've done all of that. And I'm just fully caught up. Well, sort of. I never got the chance to watch Decker. Unfortunately, I missed the free watch party, which sucks. Like, seriously, I was like, damn it. Like, I missed it. So I'm either gonna have to wait for that to maybe... Like, I hope it comes to YouTube. Like, it'd be ridiculous if they don't put the Destined Crossroads on YouTube. I mean, apparently, I think in Japan, they've been releasing it as episodes. Like, I've seen episodes 1... There's things that are saying it's like episodes 1 to 9, so I'm like, okay, well, obviously they're releasing it also as a what is it? As like a series on YouTube, and then eventually they'll probably like clamor it together like they did the Absolute Conspiracy. I hope, because I want to watch it. Because again, I think I've accidentally heard a spoiler that something like triggers in it apparently, so I didn't know that, so I want to see what happens. But I mean, I'm still gonna watch Decker, so maybe I might miss some details about that, but oh well. So what do I need to do now? Just defeat enemies with that, and then any villain sector. So yeah, so now that I've showed you a bit of what Jane Foster can do here, and this is what she does, like whenever you complete a mission, she's just like, here, let me swing it, here. I'm just going to basically do all of her missions by myself now, and once I get all of her audio files, then we'll just sit here, listen, and then that'll probably be the end of the video. But like I said, all the conversations that I get with each of the Avengers, I'll try to get one conversation with each Avenger, and I'll put that at the end of the video, so you can listen to that if you like. But yeah, so I'll be right back once this is all done, and I get all the audio files. We'll listen to some of her story and see what she has to say. So, be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I finished all of her missions, so all that means now is I just need to go through the codex and listen to her dialogue, and that'll be it for the Jane Foster thing, and I'm going to end the video. And again, like I said, at the end of the video, I'll just put some of the conversations I got with some of the Avengers. I tried to collect more, but, you know, they weren't that interesting. And I'll just listen to them on my own. If you want to listen to all the conversations, you can find somebody else's video for that. So, yeah. Let's listen to these and see what story these have. Alright, let's see what they have to say.
This is Dr. Jane Foster.
Hello.
It's December 15th, 7:42 p.m. The results of my biopsy came in this morning. I've just been sleeping most of the day. Guess I thought if I wasn't conscious, I wouldn't have to face reality. Cancer. God. It's metastasized, they said. Spread to my lymph nodes and everything. I just keep thinking if I was paying more attention, if I wasn't so obsessed with thinking it was the inhuman disease, I could have seen it coming. But now it's... What am I gonna tell Thor? Are gods even mentally equipped to deal with mortality? I mean, this was an inevitability, but I didn't think it would be so soon. Yeah. I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll talk with the oncologist tomorrow, and we'll get it sorted. And in the meantime, I've got to make some calls. If AIM is blaming this inhuman disease and masking the real diagnoses, someone's got to fight back. And I will.
Sorry.
Until this thing kills me.
Stick.
And the Allfather said I had no fight in me. Look who's fighting now, old man.
Huh. So she knew Odin before she became Thor? Again, I've never read any of the Jane Foster Thors, so I don't know all the details. But it, like, makes it sound like she's apparently met Odin before she even became Thor. Oh, weird. But okay. Okay, Mjolnir's memories.
Thor, why are you here?
I'm here to help you. To take care of you.
If Asgardians have some magical cure for cancer, I'm all ears. Have you seen...
Nice, very long pause. You know, that would work if this was like a cut scene, but that was like, okay, say the next line.
Now, that part of my life is over.
And Asgard could use your help.
It sounds like you're trying to make me leave.
I'm dying. My sense of taste is shot. I spend most of my days sleeping, and my memory is going. I'm not going to make you watch me die. Not when there's still good you can do. The world needs you. The Avengers need you.
No, I put the hammer down. I don't intend to pick it back up.
AIM is building an army. And you know Tarleton and Monica aren't going to stop until the Avengers...
Thinking about this, though, you could take into context, this is the exact same conversation this Thor, our Thor, from this universe had with his Jane. Because again, there's technically two Jane Fosters in this world. Oh.
Jane.
Mjolnir,
How did you...
if you won't fight for those who can't, if you won't fulfill your responsibilities...
Until that moment. Okay. I was about to say, you could compare and contrast it, but then I was like, oh, well, that didn't happen, though. I mean, still, maybe they had that conversation, though. You can kind of say. Again, I wish these were cutscenes. It would have been cool if these were, like, cutscenes. Like, imagine you see that cutscene where she freaking calls the hammer and she becomes Thor. We actually get to see it. But no, you just gotta listen to auto file. Which, I mean, so far, it's very well voice acted, but still, very low budget effort here. Ugh. I mean, if they start adding new characters, they gotta start expanding on the story. And I mean, add more cutscenes, and like, because you're adding all these characters, you got to have them have moments too. You can't just let them be there. They're just silent in the background. Like, again, as I noticed, like with the Hawkeye stuff, like we go to the future and Bruce doesn't have an opinion about this, that the Hulk becomes Maestro. He doesn't go like, wait, what? Like, Bruce never talks about that shit. And I was always like, what the hell? Like, does he not have an opinion that he possibly thinks that he would want to destroy himself because he's like, oh, I'm going to become a threat to you guys. I should stop myself now. And then they have to argue like, no, Bruce, we could change this. But no, we never get that. But
This is
whatever.
Dr. Jane Foster. March 22nd.
Again.
Second round.
Like I said, I wish there was more effort put into this, but whatever.
Radiation every day and twice on Fridays.
Damn it, did it again.
Chemo once a week. And then I become Thor and I start from scratch. Rinse and repeat. The vomiting I expected. Even the stomatitis and loss of taste. The hearing. That was a surprise. The doctors aren't sure why I haven't reached the 30% benchmark yet. But it's not like I can tell them that whatever Asgardian magic Mjolnir uses negates the therapy treatments. And I can't put the hammer down just so I can recover. I'm not sick when I'm Thor.
I know.
I feel like me again. For a little while. I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. I look like a corpse. My dad used to tell me.
Again, that's the problem I have with these two. A lot of pauses. I mean, I get it, dramatic, but still.
Keep thinking, this is one last radiation session. You're one step closer to being done. I can do anything for 6 months. Oh, I wish you were still here, Dad. I wish you could tell me to keep going, to keep fighting. Every day I walk out of the hospital and I feel like I won't be able to walk back in.
I mean, again, it's very well voiced act, but still, again, it's be more hitting if, like, we saw her recording this.
I have to keep going. With Odin's son out of the picture, Asgard is on the brink of civil war.
Damn it, did it again.
I can't let go now.
I keep mixing the sticks.
God. Do I want to?
Okay.
Can't sleep?
Side effect of hopping timelines, I guess. What's your excuse?
Oh, late night sparring session. Stark wanted to test out how much electricity his new suit could withstand.
And what was the verdict?
He is going to need a new suit entirely.
How noble.
Come now, Thor. Regale me with tales of your universe. We can at least while away the hours.
So, okay, so this is our universe, Thor.
Not much to regale, I'm afraid. My Asgard is gone. The All-Father went mad, locked away the All-Mother, and led the Asgardians down a path of civil war. I tried to stop it, did whatever I could. But still.
Ragnarok.
Did you see that movie?
Not in the way that Odinson had told me. I was expecting wolves and serpents. But in the end, it was just gods fighting each other. And they called Midgardians selfish.
What of my father? Did he?
I made a deal. Odin wasn't going to stop. There were whispers of him invading Midgard. So, I went to Jotunheim and met with Loki. And we slayed Odin together.
You cannot trust my brother.
I am well aware of that.
What was the bargain? Jane, what did you give him?
Just my word. I would find Odinson and give him back Mjolnir. No more Goddess of Thunder.
Well, I suppose we're the lucky ones then. It'd be a shame for you to give up the hammer.
It doesn't make you uncomfortable?
Not at all. I can't think of anyone more worthy than Dr. Jane Foster.
Well, that's nice. Alright, last one.
This is Thor.
Oh, instead of being Jane Foster now.
I've been in contact with this timeline's Jane Foster since my arrival. She's healthy. Seems the only difference in our timelines was that she wasn't at A-Day.
Oh, okay.
So?
It's okay so that scene never happened.
Disease that Monica kept speaking about. But probably some exposure to the Terrigen that day led to the cancer. Dr. Foster and I are swapping notes. And she's going to follow up and see if there are any patients in this timeline that...
So I was wondering about
the Terrigen leak.
the Jane Foster here. It's like, oh, okay, so she's healthy. She was never there, so
It's nice to know
that's the
that
only
there's
difference.
At least one reality where I'm...
But again, because she wasn't there, she never got the cancer and never became Thor.
Odinson looks at me differently. I don't think it's guilt. Not entirely. It's almost as if he can see my Odinson's failure through my mere existence.
Hmm.
And he's disappointed in him. Can't say I disagree. I can't go back. I don't want to go back. There's nothing waiting for me back there except a ruined Asgard and a deal with the devil. Would it be so bad if I stayed?
Well, as long as you don't have the MCU rules where if someone from an alternate world stays too long, an incursion happens. Like, that's the thing they're doing with theirs. It's like, oh, people from dimensions can't stay because of incursions.
Friendship bracelet today.
It's like, shit.
She's the best of us in all our timelines. And I want to be here for her. I don't think that's so bad.
Alright, so that's the full story. So yeah, basically she came here, told even Thor about our world, and he's like, hey, I'm cool with it that you're Thor. I wouldn't want anybody else to be as worthy. So okay, overall her story is just pretty simple, yeah. It's just her world is kind of basically ruined, her Asgard, and she's like, I don't want to go back. And they're like, stay. If you think this world's better, then just stay here. I mean, why go back to a shitty world? And again, I don't know if I mentioned this. I do like the detail of her right hand, that she has like kind of an arrow glove, and that's like her main hammer throwing glove, which I kind of like. Like, that detail is cute. But yeah, overall, that's Jane Foster. Overall, again, like I said, she plays like Thor, slight variations. I like her ultimate attack where it just, you know, she throws a hammer and then you could use the all weapon to fight and stuff. Again, I kind of wish there was like an actual full story, like we actually got to go to Asgard, fight frost giants, Loki maybe in the future. Like, maybe if they decide to do a huge ass expansion to where like we go to Asgard and then like the story could focus on the two Thors, like Jane Foster and Thor fighting together trying to stop the Loki from her dimension, or the Loki in this dimension maybe. Because again, I mean, as they teased in the game, in Thor's side mission, Loki was involved in almost opening a bridge to this world and stuff like that. Like, they could do something like that maybe, but I mean, we'll see. And again, I've been hearing rumors one of the next heroes might be like She-Hulk, because, you know, they're trying to do it to where it's like, oh, let's release them during the shows and stuff like that, basically. Like, they're trying to release characters that way. And I wonder how she'll play. I would imagine she's probably just Hulk, but female. Like, still jumps, has a lot of strength, but maybe he's a bit faster, more athletic, maybe, I'd imagine. I mean, we'll It's not confirmed though, but maybe we'll see in the future. I mean, I'm still gonna keep playing this game. Like I said, this is a chill game I like to play, and I enjoy coming back to it from time to time. Again, my main goal always is just two things: getting the costumes, and then if they ever eventually do a new shipment, which hopefully in July they will, I like getting the new costumes from the shipments. I've saved up so many units and stuff playing. But yeah, I enjoy this game. It's not great, but I still enjoy it, and I'll always keep coming out with new videos when there's something new that happens in this. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. For the rest of the video, I'm just going to show you what conversations I had with some of the characters, and that'll be it. So again, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been CB Ultra 768, and I'll see you all on the next playthrough. Bye-bye.
You should pick up juggling.
Juggling?
Yeah. You've got a hammer, Thor's got a hammer. Just seems like it'd be a cool party trick to...
I love their lips weren't moving. What the hell?
Mighty Thor? So, what am I like in your universe? Still rich? Still incredibly charming?
Still the biggest ego I've ever met. And he kept asking me out.
Oh. Well, I mean, would you be interested?
Nope.
Also, Stark, when did you become a ventriloquist? All the Avengers learned ventriloquism. Jesus.
Hey, I hope Lucky wasn't too antsy for you.
Oh no, he was perfectly fine. He slept on my bed last night and everything.
He didn't like, run in his sleep. Because he does do that a lot.
Oh yeah, he definitely did that. But it was cute.
Kind of like the connection between this Thor and the dogs. That's cute. I always liked the dialogue in these games, like sometimes in the elevators and stuff like that. Sometimes there's just basic ass dialogue, but sometimes there's some cute dialogue in there too, which I really enjoy listening to. Like that's cute. Like, oh, he like babysits the dog, she babysits his dog, and they sleep together. That's cute.
I will respect your wishes, but we have experimental medicine in Wakanda that may be able to help.
Oh, I appreciate the offer. But I think for now I'll just keep on as I have.
I understand.
That's interesting. Guys, like, I was wondering about her character. So, like, yeah, even when she's in Thor form, the cancer doesn't affect her, but she still has cancer. He's offering, like, oh, we can help you, but she's like, no, I kind of want to beat this on my own. I don't want help. And he's like, all right, I understand. All right, Thor, you want to give me one more? Oh, here we go.
Is the talking normal with Mjolnir?
Mjolnir talks to you?
Oh, so it's not normal.
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's,
His lips not
it's
moving.
not words for me. There is just a feeling, a connection, as if we are one consciousness.
Oh, guess I just got the chattier Mjolnir.
Huh. That's interesting. I was wondering, there's an emote called Chat with Mjolnir. So her Mjolnir talks to her. Huh. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay.